On Saturday, the BC government issued a heat warning for Metro Vancouver. According to Environment Canada in Metro Vancouver, the heat is expected to last until next Thursday, reaching temperatures in the 30s, which is 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. They say this isn't ideal for the drought or the forest fire situation, especially in southeastern BC.
The heat will, of course, evaporate any moisture that's left. Evaporation is a big component of this. It dries out the fuels in the forest, and so those fuels would be branches and dead leaves and things that are very easily combustible.
Dr. John Richardson in the Department of Forest and Conservation Sciences says we've only had about 30 millimeters of rain in the last 3 months, leading to dry forest grounds and the ongoing drought.
Any source of ignition, whether it's lightning or human caused, can set that on fire. And once it gets going, there are a number of things that affect the danger associated with that. One of which is just how much material is there on the ground. So we have a lot of dead material that's dried out over the last 3 months.
In BC, there are over 370 wildfires burning across the province, with over 160 that are out of control. And there are 60 fire evacuation alerts and orders. The federal government says the 2023 wildfire season has set multiple records across Canada, with over 13 million hectares of land burned since August. Richardson says in BC, the southern interior typically gets less rain than the coast, which may lead to more fires. But fires can happen anywhere, and we need to do a better job at reducing the risk.
Make sure that their cigarettes and matches or anything that might light a fire are carefully dealt with. If you have a campfire, which are actually mostly banned right now, but if you do have an open source of flame, be careful with that. So we have to be watchful of those kinds of things because, as I say, half of the fires in BC seem to be human caused.
And with the ongoing drought, he says we need to be more conscious of the water in our reservoirs.
But we're all drawing on a finite amount of water in the watersheds, and we all need to make sure that that lasts long enough that if we don't get rainfall in the beginning of September, that the water persists and lasts until mid-October or whenever the rains come.
In Vancouver, Angela Bauer, City News.